Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. It's Miss Jess here, and I wanted to do a little experiment with you today. So I was on the internet and I came across one called magic beans. Now we're not using beans, but it's a pretty cool experiment. It took me a few tries to get it to work. So moms and dads and adults, this is the best method I found, okay? Despite what the directions say. I'm gonna move my camera back a little. So first thing you need is a large clear container. They say a mason jar is a nice one to do, but you could probably use a glass cup or a clear cup. I had a vase, so I have a clear vase and I filled it about halfway with water. Now I know the directions say all the way, but I found it didn't work as well because you really need the chemical reaction that's going to happen to make the experiment successful or work. So I did half full with water. Now kids, if you're using a glass container and you're using food coloring and a lot of water, you're probably going to need an adult to help you, okay? So I've got my container. And the next thing you need is white vinegar, a 1/4 cup of white vinegar. And I already have that measured out in my liquid measure cup. And I'm gonna see if I can get the 4th cup. See the little 4th cups picture right there? So that's a 4th cup. And then you need some food coloring. And the food coloring that I had at home were these from McCormick. So this is regular colors, red and yellow and green and blue. And I also had these neon colors, which looked fun. So I actually chose a neon color, which is this blue right here. Okay. All right. And then you're gonna need some baking soda. You're gonna need 3 teaspoons, not tablespoons, but teaspoons. So there's the teaspoon measure. When it says 1 with a lowercase TSP, that's a teaspoon. If it says 1 and it has an uppercase or a capital TBSP, that's a tablespoon, and that's too much. So you want 3 of these teaspoons, okay? And I actually measured mine out and put it in this little container, if you can see. There it is. And the other thing you need, it says you could use rice or pasta or buttons. Now, I've tried this experiment a couple times, and the best thing I found that works is these little pastas that I use to make my soup with, and it's called pastina. See how little there? Those work the best. And I put them in another little bowl right here. There they are, so I can drop them in. All right, so step 1 is to add food coloring. It says 3 to 4 drops. I'm just gonna do 1 because I wanna make sure it's not too dark. There's my 1 drop. Let's see if we can watch it. Oh, ooh, look at that. Should I try to mix it? Let's see what happens if I can. Ooh, look at that. Pretty, right? All right, now moms and dads, the next 2 steps you're gonna wanna do kind of fast so that you can get a chemical reaction. So a chemical reactions is when 2 things meet and something new happens. So the baking soda and the vinegar are gonna do something really fun. So I'm gonna try to move this camera down here so you can kind of see in the jar. Okay, ready? Here we go. So here's my baking soda and the white one and my vinegar. So I'm gonna add my vinegar. And once I add the baking soda, I'm gonna go ahead and add some of those pastas. See what happens. Ooh. Here's some of the pastas. Now watch closely. Can you see them in there? Look at them. They're moving. Do you see them going up and down? It's like magic. You see that? That's why it's called magic beans. And it's not really magic at all. It's actually a reaction between the baking soda and the vinegar. The baking soda and the vinegar almost put water bubbles. See all these little bubbles on the sides? Those are all little bubbles. And then it makes that little pasta go up and down and up and